Welcome to Between the Sharks. Today we've got a new gadget. I thought I would do a simple unboxing because there's not a ton of information about these units in general. Now, it's kind of a cool gadget. It's a portable, tankless water heater. Runs off liquid propane, the 20-gallon, 20-pound, 20, the barbecue tanks. So my plan is to not use it as intended, which is a portable camping shower or, off the grid type thing. And I am going to use it to heat our hot tub project. But the goal was to have a decent hot tub, jets and all, for under 500 American dollars. So we are still in the process. This was about 200 bucks. There are 282 companies making a similar model to this, extremely similar model to this. This is the brand Camplux that seemed to be the most common. So honestly, I think they're all made basically at the same factory and they get a different set of stickers, when they leave the door. This is also in French. That's nice. So relatively speaking, it's pretty lightweight. That's funny. You got a picture of a backpack on there. You're definitely not going to be backpacking your way in. It's actually really, really light. All right. What do we got? Well, that's not a good sign. Okay. Huh. Making sure that's not actually a valve, but that's already discouraging. That's the gas control. That's not important, right? I don't know if it'll thread back in or not. That's actually pretty tight. That seems extremely stripped. Like there is no resistance. That is unacceptable. All right, it's been real. Bummer. Welcome back to Between the Sharks. So this is going to be part 3 of our $500 hot tub build. This is our brandy new propane powered tankless water heater. The problem is I just pulled it out of the box and that fell right out. Considering we have 2 knobs, water flow, gas, and our gas knob is completely stripped, so is the valve. I can slide it in and out, so that's not going to work. I'm going to gamble, return this, and try to get the exact same unit with hopes that I'm not going to get 2 duds in a row. I could try a different brand, but reality tells me that all of these are made in exactly the same factory with different stickers. So we're just gonna see. However, because this is here and will be shipped back out tomorrow, I thought I would go through the fittings and all that are sent with the machine so we can figure out how we're going to plumb this in, and maybe I can get ahead of it for when the new one arrives. So my plan right now for water flow to this is going to be this sump pump that'll pull from the bottom of our hot tub, feed water into this thing. This will feed the water back out, hopefully at a much higher temperature. This is my choice because it's parts on hand. There is a drain in this hot tub that takes a hose fitting, so in theory, in the future, maybe we'll get an inline pump that's a little bit, just makes it a little sexier if it's pump-related from not inside the hot tub. But until we prove this to be a working system, I'm gonna stick with what I have because those pumps are about 100 bucks. So basically, we can connect a hose to this. And then I've got to get the other end of a hose connected to this. That's step 1, then we'll figure out how to get the water back out. Here we go. All right, I went ahead and grabbed a hose. Just to be crystal clear and make sure that we're not missing any fittings, I'm gonna hook everything up. This is a 50-foot hose. I will go by the shortest version I can and maybe some pipe insulation to wrap it in. But for now, let's just see that we have the fittings so we can make that a 1 one single trip to the hardware store kind of situation. Now, in my experience, plumbing is always 3 trips to the hardware store. So on this unit, this is gas in, water out, water in. Judging by the colorification of what we got going on here, I'm thinking that these are clearly our water fittings, hot and cold. So I'm going to pop this off. So that thread's on there. Okay. Not sure what this is for, but you know, we'll figure that out later. Alright, so that thread's on just fine. Here's the situation I was afraid we would end up with. We got to get from a male pipe end to a male hose end to go back. What else do they give us? Let's see. Propane, that's not going to help us right now. Use. All of this tells me what we need to do is get an adapter, male to female. Basically, we've got 2 male hose ends, is the short version of what's going on. And let's see what our propane circuit looks like. Propane and propane accessories. Honestly, it looks like nothing. This is standard for our propane tanks, and this is 5/8 pipe thread. That looks like a flared gas line. All right, that's that. I guess we'll make a trip to the hardware store, see if we can get this adapter, another hose, and I may as well fill up the propane while we're there. And I'll pack all this away and send it back. We'll wait for our new one in the mail and give it a whirl. The theory on this rig is that using a propane-powered tankless water heater is going to be more efficient than the original electric element in this hot tub. This is an older hot tub and the element doesn't work, but at the cost of electricity where I live, it's pretty crazy, and I've found electric water heaters to be less efficient. My experience, maybe different where you live. So that kind of wraps up why we even looked for a hot tub the way we looked for it. Working jets, working pump, good insulation, didn't care about the heating element. That's why we were able to find that for $100 because nobody wanted to repair it. It was perfect for this experiment. So here we go. So it got down to about 60 degrees last night, and when I checked the temperature this morning, it was still at 94 degrees. So overnight, easily 12, 13 hours between checking, it's maintained its temperature within 5 degrees, which is impressive for our super cheapo top, and also clearly the insulation in the tub is very good. Alright, so I just kind of got after it when this came in the mail. I basically just tied it briefly to this fence to see if this is an okay spot for it. It's about 5 feet from the hot tub. That should keep the exhausts and all that jazz down. I've temporarily hooked up this hose, which I'm going to use as a return hose because it's the shortest one I have. And that way I don't have like 50 feet of hose circulating hot water before it goes back. I've hooked up the gas tank, the gas line, and put batteries in it. It has not started up yet. So first things first, I'm gonna crack this open and do what I always do. Just go ahead and soapy Dawn water mixture and look for bubbles. I feel like this is a good idea anytime you do gas lines, anywhere, for anything. Just kind of gotta let it settle in and then look for changes. Just it either. Let's take a look at this again though. So the first one I got, this knob fell right out and it feels flimsy. I guess what I'm saying is this unit would not be sold at Strickland Propane, but you get what you pay for, $200. We'll try it. Alright, so in the unboxing that I did, I was incorrect. It does have the fittings to get the hose to the water inlet. Now, you do have to twist your hose like crazy, so plan ahead. This leaves the end of the hose that attaches to the spigot, faucet, whatever, in the right place over there. So now the plan is to turn the hose on, kind of flush the gunk out of there, then I'll open the gas line We'll see if we can get a temperature reading before and after, and we'll mess with these knobs and see what we can get out of it. Once we're having some success, we'll try to cycle water out of the hot tub, which happens to be at 94 degrees already, and see if we can get up to like 105. We'll see. I'm gonna call that 68 degrees-ish. All right, so I guess I was right. I didn't realize it had a thermometer on it. It's coming in at 68 degrees. We're flowing out. It was trying to start. I heard it clicking, but I don't have the gas on, so I guess we'll open the gas. Let's try this again. I'm gonna go turn the water off and then back on while the gas is actually on at the tank. Because we got nothing right now. All right, I actually heard it light this time. Do we believe it? Hell, we might have to. That is definitely warming up. So we were, sorry for the jostling the camera, we were at 68 in. Take a look at this. We're now cruising out at 100, which feels accurate to what I'm seeing here. We crank the gas up. Got the propane hiss going on. Can never be too sure, right, gang? Looking good. That says 104. My thermometer agrees. Short version is this is doing the job, guys. We've gone from 68 to 104 pretty instantly. It seems to be capping at 104, 106. I'm adjusting the knobs right now, seeing if I can slow the water. Oh yeah, well now we're going up. Yeah, that's hot. Like, I believe that's at 115. It's, apparently this thing will scald you if you let it. I don't really want to see how high it'll go. That's 117 and that's for real. So we're gonna call that a success. I'm gonna go shut the water supply off, and I'm extremely impressed. All right, so now I'm just gonna watch the old system work here, and my goal is to go from 90, we'll call it 95 to 105. We'll call it a 10-degree difference. Let's just see how long that takes. We're running at maximum water flow, minimum gas. I kind of like that situation. It's still coming out close to 120 degrees based on our water input temperature. So it's raising the water temperature, what, 25 something degrees, like instantly at the rate of flow, which I'm not 100% sure what that is, but so we've got 180 gallons in here. Let's see. All right, so we got a little bit of a leak, but I know that this is a temporary kind of thing. We're testing the waters still. Testing the waters. Holy cow. So I actually believe that temperature. All right, I know this is foggy, but it's been another 10 minutes and it looks like we are getting just over 100 degrees, which by my estimation means 10 more minutes and we will be, oh, probably as hot as we want to be. Probably another 5 degrees or so, 104, 105 degrees, which is, I think, where we want it to be. And just to, reference, that thing is still showing 120 as the out temperature, meaning that is set at its bare minimum. So when you're sending 90-degree water into it, the sky's the limit, man. All right, guys, so I think we're about done here. This thing is doing extraordinarily well, everything it's supposed to do and more. What I can't speak to is any type of longevity or anything else. At its minimum, it is increasing the water temperature by about 25 degrees at the maximum flow of water, lowest setting on gas. That's pretty impressive. I don't know the flow, but it's not inconsequential. It is just a sump pump running, which is more than what I need, but it also did it when we were running out of the tap, and I had the tap wide open. So I don't know what to say about it besides so far so good. I don't know what it would take to heat this thing up from cold, but that's just not where we are right now. Assuming it's a 20-degree increase every time you pass by, that's pretty impressive. So thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this. If I miss something, just follow up with questions. I'll try to report back and see how this does in the future, but $200, not bad. Let's see how long it lasts. Thanks, guys. See you next time.